Yeah, that,
This video is in response to a video that Yankee Marshal made about hunting and what it means to him. So I want to do a video on hunting and what it means to me. Now, I am an avid hunter. I go out and do it multiple times a year, and I have a lease. I call it a deer lease, but it's really a wild hog lease because that's all that's out there. That's all I ever see. But that's where I go out and like to blow up vacuum cleaners and things like that too. So I enjoy having access to that land, not only to make great videos for you, but to also have the opportunity to hunt hogs and possibly someday see a deer again. Now, the way I feel about hunting is it is a traditionalist thing in my family. I have ranchers on both sides of my family. I live here in Texas. Hunting has been part of our family makeup on both sides for as far back as I can trace my family, back to the Civil War. Hunting is a necessity of life, but it's also something that you enjoyed doing. So it's kind of like, unlike Yankee, it's like, okay, I drive a car, but I also like to get in a car and drive fast and maybe go out and do like, you know, some fishtails in a parking lot. There's nothing wrong with that as long as I'm being safe. So hunting for me is something that I not only do, but I also enjoy doing it. I take a certain amount of pleasure in the challenge of it, okay? The challenge between me and the animal and trying to get it. And again, most of the time, the animal wins that challenge. That's why if I went out and every time I went out hunting, I just automatically had an animal standing right in front of me and I shot it like a cow in a field, I wouldn't hunt anymore because it wouldn't be a challenge. But again, I grew up, I'm a traditionalist. I have hard wiring in me. I have natural hard wiring that makes me enjoy hunting that's built into me. It's part of my instincts because I'm a human being. And a lot of people want to deny that that's in them. And it's in some people more than it's in other people, to be honest with you. So, you know, like some people could care less if they play video games, and other people become obsessive compulsive and play video games nonstop, where they, you know, are playing shoot 'em ups and stuff. Those people might be the more natural soldiers. They might be the more natural hunter types. We as human beings have different skill sets that we naturally are inclined to. Hunting just happens to be one that I'm inclined to, along with being raised in that culture. So we all find those sort of things in our life to take the place of it. Now, I do it in real life and go hunting. Other people may do it in virtual reality life, but we're kind of satisfying our own instinctual needs per se. And a lot of people don't get that. You know, just because I can go and buy a steak in saran wrap every day to eat food, that doesn't mean I don't enjoy the challenge of going out and getting that steak myself and then giving out these steaks to friends going, oh, that's the deer I took this winter that I spent hundreds of dollars and, you know, hundreds of man hours trying to get this one stupid deer. So again, hunting is a passion of mine. For some people, fishing is their passion. For some people, sports is their passion, whether watching or actually playing the sports. But again, we all have these things that drive us, that we really enjoy doing in our spare time, hobbies and passions, and hunting happens to be one of mine. Now, for instance, I have a car antenna wiggling at me, but I have this nice big rifle with this nice night vision scope. And this is really, really unfair. But again, I only use this to take pigs in the dark in the middle of the night when I otherwise I've seen so many pigs that I haven't been able to get because they won't come close enough because they know something's there. So I went to this level so that I could take these pigs that stay out of my range and out of my light at night, where I can still take them and I can get out and actually hunt them and go after them, because I've missed quite a few shots on them. So I've adapted to adjust to the animals adapting to me and my presence. Because that's part of the challenge. Now again, this isn't very challenging. It's not one of my more enjoyable things, but it's a necessity to help curb the pig population that's exploding in my area where I hunt. Now, what I do enjoy thoroughly and more is hunting with a bow and arrow, because this is a whole lot more difficult. My typical shot range is 15 yards, and my shot range with the other weapon is 75 yards, okay? It is easy to get within 75 yards of an animal in the dark. it is very hard to get within 15 yards of an animal either night or day. So again, I do enjoy hunting. I've never been really big into like going over to like other countries or something like Africa and going and killing like a wildebeest or an elephant or something. I mean, I'm not big into trophy hunting because it just seems like a waste of money and a waste of time to me. I enjoy the challenge of the actual hunt, being close to the animal, outwitting them. They have their senses to protect them and detect me, and I have to try to get past their defenses and get close enough to where they don't attack me and I can take them. So again, it is a sport. It is a challenge for me to do it. Not everyone's into that, but again, it's something I enjoy doing, and find what you enjoy to do, you know, whether that be, again, fishing, sports, things like that, or hunting, or just going to the range and shooting competition rifle, or going to the range and shooting a defensive pistol of some sort, or maybe you're into 3-gun. I mean, find something outdoors that you like to do to give yourself some necessary skills that you may need in the near future if, God forbid, anything bad ever happened. You know, it's useful to be able to walk around in the dark and not fall on your face. It's useful to be able to fire a gun in a surprise situation when an animal jumps up right in front of you and scares you half to death, like happened to me once. A hog nearly gave me a heart attack. It jumped up 5 feet from my feet. But anyway, it's good to get out there and get in shape, get some skills with some firearms, and whether you want to do that in your own mode, whether it be simulated with other people at the range or out in the field where you're actually hunting, then do whatever you got to do, but more power to you, and happy hunting.
Meep, meep.